Here is the street in the subdivision, and here is the glen that I was talking about. As we cross the glen, we can enter that forest, which is up ahead. There's an entranceway. It's kind of in the middle of the screen that you can see right now. And that's where we will be going into the forest. This is a really unexpected place to find what we're about to see. And as we go into this wondrous area, we find a path. A path that shows us quite a bit of this particular area. And we can see in this area a number of interesting things. We have a walkway down below here that we can enter, and it's a well-worn path that is hard to believe is even here. Let's follow along for a while. As we walk deeper into this area, it becomes apparent that we are in a place that is quite wondrous. It's quite a surprise to find. Because now if you look from either side to side, you see nothing but woods. All the woods in this area. So let's continue down further so we have an idea of how extensive this particular area is and how unusual it is. You see below there? This is a stream that runs through the middle of this small forest. As we go further down the path, you can see on either side there are different types of trees, different types of areas where things have grown pretty much undisturbed by people. And if you look through the forest in many of these areas, you see very natural things that have occurred, including various small trees that have fallen down and just have been left just as we would have in normal woods. And you can see through the other side of that small creek, you can see more trees. Let's continue further and see what we can find. Here's something that is rather unique. I think you would find in an urban area, or at least in the suburbs. Here's some trees that have fallen down and then just allowed to be in their natural state without having to handle any kind of removal associated with it. Okay, so as we go here, we go further, we still see there are many natural things. If you see across on the other side of the creek over there, you can see that one tree that has fallen down. Pretty good sized tree, and just left to lay in its natural state, as if it had been in a forest maybe 200 years ago here in the country, here in the St. Louis area. Okay, let's go further along the path. You see natural logs that have fallen over. And here's a couple trees. They're rather tall trees that have been allowed to develop. And you see these everywhere, actually, in this area. You see them along the top of that ridge up there. You see them along this area of the path we've already traveled. And we see this tree. which is really particularly interesting. Because if you look at the size of this tree, its sheer height, you know that this tree has been here a long time and has been allowed to grow in this natural state. And again, it's not just one or two trees that are like this. The whole area is just continually filled out with these trees, all of which are pretty fantastic. So let's just go through here and look for a few more things. So, traveling down the path, you can spend some time here just enjoying nature, not having to worry about or be distracted from other things in our everyday life. Again, here's something rather fantastic. Look at the size of these trees. They've been here for a while. This area has been left alone for a while. This is a forest. Though it may be a small forest, it's one that you can be in and then not even realize yet you're in some place that's rather near where quite a few people live. Look at this tree in particular. So we look up the top of the tree from here. Again, you can see how tall it is, and it is not only tall, it is rather thick, rather large in diameter. Again, more fallen branches, and let's just continue on, because this area extends a nice distance for a walk. Okay. As we come along further, we can see that stream that we saw to begin with, and we can see the water that's in it, small amount though it may be. It is a flowing stream. It is a stream that has just natural. Okay, let's just walk you through here for a little bit and see what we can find. Okay. As we come around this corner and down this little hill, we're able to see the stream even better. Let's just go down a little bit more here and get a better view of the stream. And it's just small, but if you look at this carefully, if you look at this area down here, let's say, down here, you can see that it's moving water. It's not just a puddle, it's a stream. It's a naturally occurring stream in this area. And the water is moving. And it's pretty clear. It's not too bad in terms of clarity. And of course, the lack of pollution, naturally undisturbed, something that is rarely found today. And again, just take note of these trees, ones in the background. Again, nice. Okay, let's just go further. We'll zoom back to where we were, and we'll continue on. Again, I cannot help but show these trees that are so high, so undisturbed, allowed to just grow in this area. Grow in this area next to the stream. Okay, let's move along. Okay, you can see, again, one could actually just follow down this creek and walk around the creek bed and just follow the stream. Okay, and just move through this forest area and enjoy it for what it is. Quite a nice nice place to visit. Okay, let's just exit the path here. We'll just go out of the path and see where we're at in terms of the area. Okay, so now here we are, back to a subdivision. Back to a place where probably most of these people don't even know this path exists. Now, if you look further here in the distance, kind of in the center of the screen now, we're back to seeing where that original little bench was when we entered the glen over here, over there, in that area. Okay, let's go down the path now in the opposite direction and see where we arrive. Okay. Also in this area, you can smell honeysuckle. You can smell honeysuckle all about this place. This is a wonderful place just to sit and be without doing anything, but just to see what is here, to see what is. Something we rarely take time out to do. Again, as we turn along this path, we see our stream. We see our trees. We see the woods. And we'll just continue along this area here, along this path. I was really surprised to find this place. It's quiet in here. You can hear the birds. It's nice, very nice. You see vines have been developing up along these trees. Okay. Oh, here we are back to this large tree again that we noticed before when we walked by the first time. Okay. There's even little, well, not so little, trees that have fallen down and just left here, which you would naturally find in a wooded area. Okay. Let's move along here. we'll move down to the let's see where the other end of this path leads. Okay, on we go. Up a little hill, down a little hill. Naturally, rocks that just to my left here. No one is worried about it. Somebody did put in a little walkway here, which is very nice. Okay, now here we are. We're going up a hill here. One thing I want you to see is that this area is relatively large, and if you look in the distance here, you can see another area here that's just a little ground. It's just a little patch of ground that's just naturally sitting there without any view of other houses or anything. So just another place, little place where you could go and just sit, enjoy the area, and not worry about having to think about everyday activities that one is involved in. Again, you can see here, look down, you can see the activity of the stream as it just continues to flow, which is probably what it's done for hundreds of years. And look across here, and we can see again all these very beautiful trees. And we'll look back as we go down and see the path that we came from. Okay, let's continue on our way. Here we have a hill we're going up, and some naturally occurring steps here. It's just basically roots that one can walk up to and step on and see. So now here we're coming out again into the subdivision area. If you're familiar with this area, you'll probably recognize where we are. In the distance here is Town South. It's Town South Road. And as we walk along through here, we can see all those houses in the distance, all the way down. And this is the side of the church that is in this area. Okay. So this gives you an idea where we're at. Again, we see the other side of where this stream is, and another section of this small forest, which I have not explored yet, but gives you an idea of what this area contains. Kind of a gem in the whole area of the subdivision, a place that one can discover. And as you see, without entering into this area, there's a bit of a forest in there again. And on another day, I will explore that. But for now, I'm going to return and again, just kind of show you what this path is like. Again, that's the church there on the left. Okay. And you can see as we move through here, and we're going up a hill. And we see, again, you notice, there's the sign that we often see when we go down this road. The sign that shows the church. Okay. If you're interested, this is called Heathfield. This is the small street here, Heathfield. It does go through all the way. And it's a drive. And you see this sign quite a bit every time you come through here. See if I can get... Okay, let's just go up here. There's South. Yeah, there you can see now This is the street sign. Okay, let's go on a move now. Move on back the way we came. And at the top of that hill we'll have a view of your house, Mom and Dad.